Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off your hot and cold water supplies. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Maytag washer lid switch assembly. It's going to be a very easy repair and it'll only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new lid switch assembly. The lid switch assembly tells the washer if the lid is open or closed. The main reason you'd be changing it out is if the fuse is shorted out and you have to buy the whole assembly. The switches are sold separately, but most people prefer to change the whole thing out. In order to get to the part, we're going to use our Phillips screwdriver to remove the screws on the top of the console so we can get to the inside. We're only going to remove the inner screws. Now that we have both screws out, we can lift the console forward. Now we can remove the lid switch assembly. There's a lot of individual wires in here that we have to take off, so make sure you write it down or take a picture so you remember where they go. Ours is red, white, black, double black, brown, double white, and double red. And if you have to use a screwdriver or a needle nose to get these off, you can pull them off. We're going to use our 5/16 inch nut driver to remove this screw. Now that we have the screw out, we can lift out the lid switch assembly. Here's the old lid switch assembly next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. First thing you want to do is kind of get all the wires out of the way. Then you can put the lid switch assembly down in there so it fits in these two little grooves or cutouts. Then we can lower it down. You want to make sure that this metal tab right here goes up into this hole in between the two switch buttons. And when you lower down like that, it should line up the screw hole pretty much in the same spot it was before. Now we can put the 5/16 screw back in. We're going to use our nut driver. As you're tightening down the 5/16 screw, it's very important to make sure that your switch adjustment is correct, otherwise it could cause the fuse to short out. You basically want to pull down on the whole lid switch assembly until you hear the click of the black switch. Once you hear that click, then you can tighten it down and that's where it needs to be. That way once it's in place and you lift the lid, it's activated to tell the washer that the lid's open. So now that we have it tightened down in its spot, we can reconnect the wires. We're going to hook up the double red to the black switch on this side. The double white goes to the fuse holder. On the other side, the brown went to the fuse holder. The double black went to this side. And on this switch, it was black, white, red. Now that we have the lid switch assembled and all the wires reattached, we can put the console back in place and tighten it down. Now we can put the screws back in. We can use our Phillips screwdriver and tighten them down. Now that we have the part installed, we can plug it back in, turn the water back on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.